For me, if Rookie of the Year was picked today, I give it to Angel.
For most of the year, people have been debating Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark. There's been a lot of hate for both of these young women. Some of it warranted based on maybe how they play or not play or what they say, but actually not most of the time. I think both of them overall have handled themselves very well. But the Caitlyn Clark hate is unreal. It's unmatched. We haven't seen stuff like this in a while on men or women's side. In basketball, football, baseball, whatever. At least for somebody that hasn't done anything wrong. I think there's a lot of racial undertones. I think there are a lot of people that, oh, Iowa, she looks a certain way. She's this, she's that. We just can't like her. We can't accept her into the WNBA. Click. Angel Reese, some people don't like the way she presents herself. I'm Baton Rouge. I'm the Baton Rouge Barbie. She talks, looks, acts a certain way, got a lot of swag. She represents herself well. She's very about the culture. She embraces now the villain role. Love and hate goes on both sides for these women. But the Rookie of the Year standings have gone up and down. Angel Reese, in most other years in recent history, would be Rookie of the Year. She will not get it this year because Caitlyn Clark has been balling out of control. After the All-Star break, the Fever are 5-1. They're a better team than the Chicago Sky, and I'm a Chicago fan, so I like to see this guy do good. But the Fever are playing at an incredible place. Aaliyah Boston, Caitlyn Clark, Mitchell's been playing MVP caliber basketball the last month and a half. Anybody that would vote for Angel Reese as Rookie of the Year, and she will get some votes because of the double-doubles. She's broken some rebounding records and double-doubles. Anybody that casts a vote right now, unless something else crazy happens for Angel Reese, is stupid. They don't know basketball, and they're just a Caitlyn Clark hater based on how she looks and the attention she's getting. It's a strange dynamic that we have right now in the WNBA. A lot of the ex-players, current players wanted attention. They want more, better pay, equal viewership, without having as good of a product as the NBA. Let's call it what it is. It's getting better because there's been some controversy, some drama. But these young women that are coming into the league, and listen, let's not forget about Paige Beckert is coming. She's coming, and she is unbelievable. She's a social media star, and she's even better on the court. And Juju Watkins is going to do what MJ did for the NBA. Remember that I said that today, August 31st. Remember Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese. Some similarities there. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson saved the NBA when they came in. They needed to have that dynamic. Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark are doing something very similar. Juju Watkins will be the MJ that will take it to the next level. Remember that I said that. But it's not about her and Paige. Let's go back to Caitlyn and Angel. Caitlyn Clark is hands down the Rookie of the Year. This time next year, she will be in MVP contention. 2 years from now, she'll probably win league MVP. She might win it next year. The Fever will make the playoffs this year, and nobody's going to want to play them. They're the hottest team in. They're the hottest team in basketball right now. Not the best. The Liberty are playing great. The Aces have been up and down, but they're still back-to-back defending champions. Connecticut's good. Caitlyn Clark has done for WNBA women's basketball what nobody else has done before. Listen, that's no shade to Candace Parker, Cheryl Swoops, which she's a hater. I'm going to do a whole video on her. Cheryl Swoops is a legend. A legend. But she's had some really bad takes about Caitlyn Clark. Donna Taurasi, a lot of people's GOAT. She's kind of like the Kobe Bryant of the WNBA. She took some shots at Caitlyn, when Caitlyn was still at Iowa. Caitlyn balled out versus her. I think she swept the Phoenix Mercury this year. They played 2-3 times. The Fever beat them all times, every time. Caitlyn Clark is a dog. She's a hooper. She is a hooper. If you're a hooper and you like basketball, watching her play is fun. She's got swag. She's super competitive. She talks trash. All the things we like, and she backs it up. She's entertaining to watch. She makes her teammates better. As soon as her teammates caught up to her passing ability and the turnovers have gotten better, not great, but they've gotten better, and the scheme has changed, the team took off as soon as that happened. The team needed to catch up to her as a rookie. And as soon as that happened and the coaches let her do her thing, it's no coincidence that coincided with more wins, more points per game. They're playing better defense. The Fever are coming. And a lot of people will be big mad about it because of Caitlyn Clark and how she is and that she's from Iowa. And why are all these people paying her attention? All these new fans. I've been watching the WNBA for a long time. I go back to Cynthia Cooper, Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo. These are names I've known for a long time. I'm not new to this WNBA at all. Breanna Stewart, to me, is the most decorated player in the last 20 years. Connecticut, 4 championships, multiple championships in WNBA. She could win one with the Liberty. She won one with the Storm, Seattle, whatever. There's been a lot. Sabrina Ionescu playing with the Liberty now with Breanna. That team's amazing. There's been women that have looked and done similar things, not the same as Caitlyn Clark, but they didn't get the hate. It's weird. But Caitlyn Clark needed a villain, and Angel Reese is that villain. I don't think she thinks she is at first, but she is now. She's embraced it. She walked into the game the other night with a Dennis Rodman jersey because people are saying she's Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman's a Hall of Famer. One of the best overall forwards ever. Angel Reese ain't there yet. That's not a bad comp because she rebounds. She doesn't defend very well, but she rebounds. That's what she does. She does not have a lot of skill, but she hustles. She's got a lot of heart, determination, drive. I think she's got a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. When she played in high school in Maryland, she was more of a guard. LSU transitioned her to a forward. And she's done phenomenal. She's a champion. But she is not Caitlyn Clark. There are levels to this. And as their careers continue, Caitlyn Clark will continue to go up. Angel Reese, well, she'll be better. But I don't think she's going to ascend to the comp of Caitlyn Clark. They play different positions. One's a guard, one's a power forward, one's a point guard, shooting guard. They're not the same. Rookie of the Year conversation's done. People see that now. Caitlyn Clark has gotten better week over week. She just has. The team has gotten better as well, and they're going to be in the playoffs in Chicago. They might squeak in, but a lot of things are going to have to happen. They're kind of on the outside looking in right now. The WNBA has been fascinating to watch because of the drama, because of the new fans, and because of this hate for a girl that is doing everything right. There's no reason to hate Caitlyn Clark. There really isn't a reason to be hating on Angel Reese. But the hate that I see from players, fans, media with Caitlyn Clark, it's weird. Is it racial? Is it not? Let me ask you a question. If Caitlyn Clark looked like Angel Reese, but as a point guard and was doing the things she's doing, do you think the WNBA would have embraced her in a different way? If Angel Reese looked like Caitlyn Clark, and listen, let's not act like race isn't a thing in this country. It is. Put your big boy and big girl pants on and have a conversation and let me know what you think. If Angel Reese looked like Caitlyn Clark, and that basically makes her like one of the forwards from Iowa or Stanford or who, do you think she's getting the attention? I don't know. I don't think so. I think when we look at people, we like to see ourselves. I think a lot of fans look at Caitlyn Clark. She looks like a regular chick you'd see at the mall. She's not super tall. She's not super physical. She's not imposing. She's regular. She's got a ponytail. She's not all dolled up. Kind of basic. But she's a hooper. And people can relate. Similar to Steph Curry. Came in the league, small guy. Davidson, shooting threes. Lighting the NCAA tournament up. Took him a couple years to get his thing with the Golden State, and then they won and they took off. People can relate to Steph Curry. They just can. Other people, some people can relate to Angel Reese for different or similar reasons. I like Angel Reese. There's a lot that I like about her. I like Caitlyn Clark. There's a lot that I like about her. We don't have to have the drama. But we're going to continue to have it between these two women. I don't think they even dislike each other. The media took it, ran with it, and the new fans embraced Angel, embraced Caitlyn for similar or different reasons. But the media and the old guard of the WNBA that was not having any success, they weren't making money. They said they weren't getting paid fairly. This, that. Caitlyn Clark, the Caitlyn Clark effect is real. And all these women are going to benefit from it. From viewership standpoint, contract standpoint. Next year, somebody's going to make $1 million a year. It's going to happen. It might be Paige in a couple years, Juju. Caitlyn Clark's going to get a big contract because she deserves it. Even if the money's not there, from the revenue of the TV, and that's coming too. They signed $2 billion contract. Anyways, the old players that used to play or that are currently playing, they're going to start to have to respect Caitlyn Clark because she will win. She's going to be good. She's going to be an MVP at some point. She's going to be an All-Star. She'll be in the Olympics in 4 years. She's going to get her flowers because she's doing and saying everything right, and she's letting her game speak for itself. She's the Rookie of the Year. That's my take on it. We don't have to hate these women we don't have to hate one in order to appreciate, respect, or like the other. But people have their minds set. There are some people that would just not like Caitlyn Clark, and Sheryl Swoopes is one of them. And it's weird to see. It's very strange. The hate is weird. It's goofy. They look bad. When she holds that Rookie of the Year, listen, the best thing that could happen to the WNBA, and some would hate this, and I think it's a long shot, but next year it will not be. Trust and believe. Remember I said that. If the Indiana Fever were to win this year, the championship, and beat the Aces, or the Liberty, whoever, one of the top teams, oh wow, people would be big mad. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Is it possible? Maybe there's a 10% shot. But they could win in the next couple of years. And when that happens, and she adds an MVP to that, listen, that doesn't mean she's as accomplished as Angel Wilson, the best player in the league in my opinion, a Breanna Stewart, not even a Diana Taurasi. There's many, many more. Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu. There's a lot. But when that day comes, because of all the attention and the new fans, she's going to be getting even more hate. I'm here for it. I like good basketball. I think these women are getting hate when they don't really deserve it. But the Caitlyn Clark hate is unreal. And people like Sheryl Swoopes, y'all, you got to do better. Stop hating. Do better, Sheryl Swoopes.